Imagine a time before kings, before nations, before the written word. A time when the earth itself was young, scarred, wild, and silent. No history books remember it. No chronicles record it. Yet somewhere deep in the forgotten layers of our planet's past, a war raged. A war so ancient and so devastating that it reshaped the destiny of life on Earth. What if I told you there was a war that changed the world before history even began? This isn't mythology. It isn't fantasy. It's the story written in the rocks beneath our feet, in the fossils buried for billions of years. A story of survival, dominance, and extinction. A war fought not with swords or arrows, but with evolution, adaptation, and time itself. Let's travel back farther than the pyramids, farther than the first humans, farther even than the dinosaurs. Picture Earth nearly 4 billion years ago. A steaming alien planet. The oceans are a toxic soup, the air thick with methane. And yet, in this chaos, life has just begun to stir. Tiny, invisible warriors, single-celled organisms emerge. On one side, the anaerobes, thriving without oxygen, ruling the primeval world. On the other, a new kind of cell begins to rise, one that breathes oxygen, a deadly poison to the old rulers. This was the first great war of life, the oxygen revolution. It wasn't fought in days or years, but across millions of years. The oxygen-breathing microbes began releasing vast amounts of this strange new gas into the air, turning the oceans blue and the skies clear. To them, it was life. To the others, it was death. Entire species were wiped out. Ancient forms of life vanished forever. But from that destruction, new life began to evolve stronger, faster, more complex. It was a war without generals, yet it changed everything. The Earth turned from a hostile wasteland into a living world. Doesn't it make you wonder how many wars like this have been lost to time? The oxygen revolution was just the beginning. After life found its footing, evolution never stopped competing. Millions of years later, the Cambrian explosion unleashed another era of conflict, an arms race beneath the seas. Creatures evolved eyes for the first time, shells, claws, teeth. It was the first predator-prey war in history. The oceans became a battlefield. The hunted learned to hide. The hunters learned to see. Imagine that, a planet of blind creatures suddenly gaining vision. The moment one life form could see another, it changed everything. But this wasn't just a fight for survival. It was the birth of complexity, the dawn of ecosystems, the rise of diversity. Every coral reef, every bird, every human owes its existence to that ancient struggle. And then came the biggest war of all. Not between animals or microbes, but between continents. The Earth's plates shifted, collided, and tore apart. Mountains rose and oceans vanished. Entire species disappeared in global catastrophes, volcanoes darkening the sky, meteors burning the heavens. Have you ever wondered why humans exist at all? Why we made it here and not something else? Maybe because of the greatest extinction event of them, all the Permian mass extinction. 250 million years ago, nearly 95% of all life vanished. The seas boiled, the air turned toxic, forests died in days. But from that silence came something unexpected. New life, smarter, tougher, more adaptable. In a way, the Permian extinction cleared the stage for the rise of the dinosaurs and eventually us. The war wasn't just destruction. It was creation's cruel companion. So, was this really war? No generals, no soldiers, no strategy. Yet life fought relentlessly against nature, against time, against extinction itself. Maybe war is too human a word. Maybe this was simply evolution's brutal art of change. And here's where it gets even more mysterious. Some scientists believe that these ancient wars, the microbial battles, the geological chaos, didn't just shape Earth, but life beyond it. The same cosmic ingredients that started life here exist across the universe. Could the same wars of creation and destruction be raging on distant worlds right now? What if, somewhere light years away, another world is fighting its own war before history? As you listen to this story, remember our world is built on the ruins of forgotten wars. Every breath of oxygen you take is a victory from a battle fought billions of years ago. Every heartbeat is a drum echoing from the first pulse of life that refused to die. So what do you think? Are we the final victors of that ancient war, or just the next soldiers in a battle that never ends? If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There are countless forgotten wars and lost worlds waiting beneath our feet and in the stars above. Join us next time as we uncover another mystery buried deep in the timeline of Earth as hidden past. Because sometimes the greatest wars are the ones that never make it into the history books.